We can take it. Sports betting, casinos, lottery tickets, gambling is all around us. When does it become a problem for the gambler and family members? About it is Peter DeRosa, licensed professional counselor at Natchaug Hospital. Thanks so much for being here with us, Peter.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
So I guess, is gambling considered a problem?
That's a really good question. Some of the signs and symptoms of a gambling disorder or problem gambling is when the individual is preoccupied with gambling, preoccupied with planning the next gambling trip or trying to figure out how to get more money for the next gambling trip. Another sign is when gambling, when the person who gambles keeps needing to increase the amount of money that he's gambling to get the same thrill or the same rush that he got previously. When gambling becomes a problem, people try to cut back, and oftentimes without success. That's often a sign that gambling is a problem. And of course, problem gambling can have a negative impact on the family or work or friends, and that's often gambling.
Well, and that kind of leads us to the second question: who's at risk? Because it's not just the person who may be in the problem, and what are some causes?
Okay, well, that's an interesting question. There's a strong correlation between problem gambling and other mental health disorders, such as depression or anxiety, in some cases personality disorders. We see a strong correlation between substance use and gambling. Sometimes we see this phenomenon called shifting addictions, where you give up one addiction and then take on another one. Well, I'll just go to the casino and spending money, so it's sort of the shifting addictions. So those are some of the factors that we see over here.
As you kind of see and deal with people who maybe have this problem or struggling with it, what kind of impact does it have on the family members around the individual?
Obviously money, the loss of money, but that's just one. We also see a change in the dynamics in the family. With the person who's struggling with gambling, we'll see mood changes, depression, irritability. We'll see increased isolation. The children in the family get impacted by it. They see more and more arguments about money. And the family system begins to erode because the person who's gambling is obsessed with the gambling and the other members are trying to tolerate it. And as with any dysfunctional family, the roles in the family will change. People take on what we refer to as a codependent role, trying to rescue the family. A child may become parentified. They may try to rescue the family. Sometimes they'll be the class clown to distract, or they'll enable the gambling. I'll just lend you some more money. Or they try to become the hero, or oftentimes a scapegoat, and sadly, sometimes just lost in whole shuffle.
Obviously, there's so much that goes into this, talking about the problems, the causes, the treatments. You actually have a webinar coming up on the topic. Can you tell us a little bit about that for someone who may be interested?
Yes, we do. My colleague, Dr. Leah Russick-Baker, and I will be doing a webinar on Monday, July 26th at 4 p.m. It'll be free, and it'll offer an in-depth discussion on gambling, defining gambling, clarifying the profile of a gambler, kind of distinguishing between a gambler and a problem gambler, some of the causes and risk factors that go into gambling, and the impact that it has on the family. In addition, we'll be exploring treatment options and how to gamble responsibly.
Great. Well, a lot of information there. Of course, you just saw that information on our screen. Peter, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much. It was a privilege. Thank you.